Warning, videos by Billy Alsbrooks do cause side effects. And those side effects are champions being born, dreams being realized, the weak becoming strong, weight loss, victory over unbelievable odds, incredible comeback stories, the sick being healed, marriages being restored, victory over all forms of addiction, job promotions, average people becoming millionaires, warriors becoming blessed and unstoppable. These videos will motivate and inspire you to take action. Warning, your faith is now being increased to the level it takes to move mountains. Arise, champion. I'm Billy Alsbrooks and I approve this message. One thing I'm always gonna do, and that's to keep it real with you. That's my brand. Truth is the new black. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you life is gonna be Ron Howard happy days every day. It's not gonna be that way. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be the opposite. You see, the enemy is gonna throw everything he has in his toolbox at you. Now, he can't stop you himself, but his objective is to get you to stop you. This message is for the struggle, for all those going through trials and tribulations. People in this world are gonna fool you, disappoint you, turn their back on you. The closest around you are gonna give up on you. And when things hit the fan, everybody's gonna run. You're gonna look around and you're gonna be all alone. I'm just keeping it real with you, because somebody out there needs to hear what I'm saying. This ain't a motivational video. Man, this is life. This ain't no game to me, and I know what you're going through. And I'm gonna speak life into you right now. Nothing, listen to me, nothing can stop you. God will never leave you nor forsake you, and that is all you need. There's a power inside of you that you can only discover when you are truly alone. Just as the waves on a beach shore come in and out, people will do the same. Relationships are like music, and you should never make music with anybody who doesn't understand, appreciate, and value your lyrics. Sometimes you just gotta let these people go. You gotta know your worth. Sometimes you just gotta let them people go. You gotta stop chasing people who don't appreciate you. Sometimes in this life, champion, you gotta remind the world just who you are. And you don't do this by telling them with your mouth. You tell them with your actions. You make your actions speak loud and proud to who you are. Don't let the world convince you that you're a nobody. You're somebody who just don't know it yet. Do you hear what I'm saying, champion? I'm speaking to the champion in you. Rise, champion. The way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries. Fear dies. Choked out by the scream. The desire to climb and live out my dream. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I wanted too bad to listen to the pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy and setbacks, an inspirational story. Warriors like me, we were strategically designed for the struggle. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad to the first time they got hit. But see, blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. I was made for war. I cry out to heaven, blessed and unstoppable, an immortal legend. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. I found it, that deep desire to win. I remember defeat and I say, never again. See, warriors like me, we were born and strategically designed for the struggle. The way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit rise. Fear dies, choked out by the screams. The desire to climb and live out my dreams. Take it for the team, discipline reigns. I want it too bad to bow to pain. I'm a winner, to God be the glory. Tragedy, setbacks, an inspirational story. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad till the first time they got here. Blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. Because I'm a warrior, and that's what we do. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.
Number one, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shops now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. And I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil, I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975, she said, boy, you are gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now mind you, I flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and she's telling me I'm gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and has kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God. Number 2, fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today's the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you've already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have. It's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where the success is. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
Truth is the new black, the couture for greatness. Get your t-shirts now at lesstanunstoppable.com. Join the movement. Our walk is our testimony. So everything we do should be done with a spirit of greatness to achieve the highest levels of success. You must have a mindset that allows you to feel and experience deep emotions, but at the same time, not be held in bondage by them. Hear what I'm saying now. You gotta stop letting your emotions steer your life. It's time for you to get behind the wheel and put your life on the trajectory that you want to be on. Now, as believers, we ought to function constantly in a state of meekness, but meekness is not weakness. See, there's nothing about God that is weak, and God is in us. We should have one standard, and that standard is greatness. It's time to have a real and fierce conversation with yourself. You gotta get down to the bottom, to the truth. No more of that surface level, shallow existence. You gotta be real with you. If you can't be real with you, who can you be real with? Now, sometimes the truth is gonna hurt, but it's exactly what you need to hear. Now, you can either run from it and continue to struggle, or you can be real with yourself and make adjustments. It's up to you. Champions don't make excuses. They make changes. They make adjustments. They do whatever it takes to be the best of the best. That's the standard. Greatness. There's no box keeping you boxed in. It's just a mere belief that there is a box that is limiting you. That's your mindset, the way you're seeing your situation. See, champions see their situation different. They see every situation as a chance to exemplify and radiate the God they serve. There can't be no testimony without first having a test. Now, you've heard me say this before. I don't think anybody should be able to carry the label of a champion until first they've been beat. Because anybody can do it when everything is good, when everything's going their way. Anybody can do that. But when you get knocked down on the mat, when you get hit blindsided, when life hits you with a brick, then we're gonna find out what you're made of. Then the champion arises. Overcoming is all about positioning. Putting your mind in a place to see the events, the circumstances, the challenges that you are facing. Being able to put your mind in a state that is empowered during the season of struggle. And if you can do that, there is nothing that can stop you. You gotta put your mind in a place that brings out the best in you, that brings out the greatness in you, that brings out that champion that's within so that you can display God in the world today. Every challenge and struggle that you overcome, every trial and tribulation that you conquer is a business card for God. It's the way God markets the kingdom through you. And let me tell you this, with God, all things are possible. Stop talking and let your actions be your response. See, I stay deeply and firmly rooted in the truth so that I can constantly respond to the world and when it throws at me in power. And you can do the same. Truth is the new black. Immerse yourself in it. God is good. The enemy don't want none of me. And he ain't gonna want none of you either when you figure this out. When you accept what I'm saying, take it from your ears into your mind, down into your heart, until it gets to your spirit. And when it gets down in that spirit, walk this thing out. When you do this, you'll hear every demon in hell shake when you come walking down the street. When truth is invited and welcomed into a situation, breakthroughs are set in motion. Every problem that you have is just a truth problem. If there's something out of line, if there's conflict, strife, lack, whatever it is, sickness in your life, you are misaligned with one of God's universal principles. So all you have to do to bring order back into your situation is to align with God's principles. Now, you got to get along with God. Seek the word of God until you find out what's wrong in your situation. Right thinking, if sustained long enough, will eventually bring peace and order to any situation. And the word says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. See, it starts in the mind. You got to get your mind aligned with the principles of God. That's when change happens. A disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. Now I want to make you aware of something. The enemy, your spiritual enemy, is going to seek to invade your life through those closest to you. Those around you, that's how the enemy is going to enter your life. So be aware, know the devices of the enemy, because this is going to happen, I'm telling you. He uses the same strategy over and over and over. He's so predictable. Most of the time, he'll use these people against you, and they won't even know that they are being used. So don't hold them responsible for what the enemy did. Place the blame where it belongs, on your spiritual adversary. I'm going to show you how warriors fight back now. The first thing you have to do is forgive those that have wronged you, that committed a transgression. Forgive them so that the devil does not get a foothold in you, because that is his objective, to use these people to hurt you, to get your thinking, to get your emotions, to get in your mind so that he has a place that he can take up residency. Now, if you forgive them, you give him no place. This is where the warriors go to war, see? We forgive, and then we channel the anger, the bitterness, the strife, and all that negativity that has been put on us. And we channel it in such a way that it brings out greatness in us. There's nothing wrong with being angry and mad. It's just who you're angry and mad at. Get angry at the enemy, the real enemy. Now I'm gonna give you an example of one of the ways I respond when I get hurt. See, when I'm at the gym and I'm on the bench press, and I'm on rep number 8, and I feel like I can't do 10. My arms ain't got no strength left in them. When I feel that way, I think back to all the people that doubted me, who gave up on me, betrayed me, turned their backs on me. And I scream out real loud at the bench, I forgive you, but I am a champion, and nothing is gonna stop me. And I get it in. 5 more reps. 6 more reps, 8 more reps, 10 more reps. I find the strength in me that I didn't even know I had. Thank you, enemy. See, I tell the enemy, I want everything you robbed from me. 7-fold. You're not gonna rob and steal from me, enemy. I'm gonna get mine, because I'm a child of the Most High God. That's the same way that I do behind this microphone. I remember them 7 years I went through with panic attacks. All my life that he robbed me for those 7 years. And when I get behind this mic, I fight back. I remember what you did, enemy. And I'm coming to get mine. I'm a warrior, champion. Always have, always will be. And with God, all things are possible. You don't want none of me. You thought you had me. But I was born a champion, and I will rise up off this mat. And everybody I'm speaking to was gonna do the same. Bring it on. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.